This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, December the 4th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks so much for tuning in. Satellite image this morning shows that we have a great deal of clouds across all of the southeastern U.S. with the exception of the Florida Peninsula. So it's going to remain a cloudy and somewhat cool day with off and on rain over the area. Our surface pattern features a large high pressure over the mid-Atlantic states, and that is helping to produce a good easterly flow, and that easterly flow is a bit cool. In the upper atmosphere, we're still watching this closed low over northern Mexico as that begins to eject out today and comes out across Texas and the lower Mississippi River Valley over the next couple of days, producing a good wet pattern for us. Surface map this morning shows that we do have temperatures generally in the 40s. Temperatures didn't fall much overnight, and we do see very clearly that nice easterly flow. Radar still fairly active at this hour, although there are some gaps here and there as we begin to, as different pieces of energy come out of that deep trough over northern Mexico. Watch warning map is relatively clear. We do have a number of flash flood watches for counties over the southeast Texas coast and southwestern Louisiana. And then the purple and pink colors that you see around just to the west of Lake Michigan and up across the northern Rockies, those are winter weather advisories. QPF-wise, the HPC forecast is showing on the order of about 2 to nearly 4 inches of rain over much of the southeastern United States over the next couple of days. That coming primarily over the next couple of days, although there could be another little bit of precipitation. Zooming in just a little bit, you can see that the area that is and has been under exceptional drought across the northeastern part of Alabama is expected to get a good dousing, and that will certainly help a lot. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a marginal risk for severe storms for day one today along the Gulf Coast of southeast Louisiana, southeast Mississippi, southwest Alabama, and the northwest Florida Panhandle. On day two, there is a slight risk over just about that same area with the marginal risk extending up to a point just to the south of Birmingham, say in the vicinity of Clanton. So we'll have to be watching that. And then on day three, the marginal risk is over along the Southeast U.S. coast. All right, let's take a look at the 068 GFS model run. And here comes that closed low out of northern Mexico, but also helping to enhance our precipitation is that trough that you see stretching from the eastern Dakotas down into Missouri. And that will zip by fairly quickly. In the meantime, the result is that we continue to have this real swath of precipitation. Again, it's not going to rain all day, but it's certainly going to be a cloudy, drizzly, cool kind of day across central Alabama. The trough over the northern part of the country zips by very quickly and reaches over to New England by Monday at midday as the closed low begins to eject out across Texas from northern Mexico, and that gives us, once again, just a good round of wet weather. We may see a little bit of a lull early Monday morning, late this evening and into early Monday morning, but additional rain is likely during the day on Monday. Tuesday, that trough and closed low actually weakens as it ejects out across the southeastern U.S. and into the southern Appalachians, and we see a closed low that is likely to be in a position over eastern Kentucky, according to the GFS, by midday on Tuesday. Looks like rain should be coming to an end on Tuesday. Greatest risk for severe storms appears to be along the central Gulf Coast late Monday and into early Tuesday morning. The GFS, here we go. This is at midnight, Monday night, early Tuesday morning. And then early Tuesday morning, we see a little bit of a surge in Cape values as the surface low moves across northwestern Alabama. So we'll have to be watching for the possibility of some strong to severe storms early in the morning on Tuesday. But the good news is with the timing, that certainly should help to keep the severe weather risk at a minimum. The pattern goes somewhat zonal on Wednesday, and so we should dry out nicely Tuesday afternoon and into Wednesday and stay dry until Thursday. Now, there's some question Thursday The GFS showing a very broad trough over the eastern part of the country, and also bringing a front down into the area. But the GFS very conservative on any kind of precipitation over the area. And the GFS may have the right idea here, because it's going to be very hard for moisture to return to any significant degree. The European, on the other hand, is much more bullish on the precipitation and has been in the last 2 model runs. So we'll certainly have to watch for that, but right now we'll have small chances in. Both models agree that we're going to get colder, and Friday we see that the trough digs in over the east coast of the U.S., and that should turn us around to some rather cold values, with morning lows in the 20s and afternoon highs maybe not getting out of the 40s, as we have a good northerly flow at the surface as the high pressure remains just to our west. The Saturday pattern shows in the upper atmosphere that we go somewhat to a weak ridge, but at the surface we do have the high coming over, so we'll have good radiational cooling Saturday morning. So indeed, it's going to be another cool day on Saturday. Sunday, another trough comes by, and the GFS once again suggesting that we'll see a surface low over the Great Lakes and a cold front stretching down into the U.S., into the Southeast U.S., and with that, we'll see some rain. It doesn't look like the moisture is going to return well enough to get heavy rain, and it probably not severe weather, but we'll certainly be watching for that as we get closer to that event. Looking out into voodoo country, the GFS has gone, has flipped like it often does, and instead of a deep trough over the eastern part of the country, we now see a fairly strong ridge on Wednesday, the 14th of December, and then we get out to the end of the period, the GFS very bullish on good ridging as we develop another deep trough over the southwestern United States. Now, you know how it goes out there in voodoo country. Here today, gone tomorrow. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video. Really had a great time emceeing the Helena Christmas Parade yesterday. We did have some sprinkles, and it began to rain lightly as the parade was coming to a close. James Spann should be back with the next edition of the Weather Xtreme video first thing on Monday. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and stay dry. Godspeed.